friends, welcome to Whatcha Paint Wednesday. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be working on Sweet Land of Liberty with my albino, I guess you call it, eagle. So I think it's funny that last week I was painting away on this and chatting with you all, and I just painted the whole eagle white. Well, the legs and the wings should be brown, but I really like it the way it is, and it's folk art. I don't know. I might leave it. I don't know. I'm going to get the rest of the painting done, and I might find that I need that warmer color up here, so I may go ahead and change it. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it for right now, though. So give me a second here to pull you guys up on YouTube so I can see your comments. Hi, Deborah. How are you today? Here we go. What's going on? It's so blasted hot here today. I think I have this inside out. I do. The pockets are on the inside. Oh well. After this live video, my husband and I are going to the beach because it's in the 90s and it's just too hot. I mean, I work inside, so it's not that big a deal for me. But anyway, I've been gone, and just for him and I to spend some time together at the beach sounds fun. So getting out of work early a little bit today, and I'll be working when I get home too. So you're stitching Let Love Rain right now. Awesome, Deborah. That's perfect. Let's visit while you paint, or while I paint and you stitch. I love that. I did some stitching this morning. I started one of the June Patreon images, the 1840 sampler one. It's going to be so stinking cute because it's way smaller than it seems like it would be when you look at it on paper. So yeah, I'm really excited about that one and all the detail in it. There's a lot of stitching in it. It's kind of heavy, but like Let Love Rain is ginormous compared to what I'm doing. So I wonder if my paints are still usable. They have been in here now. How many weeks have I been working on this? I mean, these paints have been in here for well over a month. And I'm curious if they're still pliable. I was thinking if I set that there, but then you can't see what I'm painting. Oh my Lord. There we go. Those are some heavy paints. Hi, Terry. How are you? You've been on a Teresa Kogut craze for the last 2 months. Go, Deborah, go. Okay. I need to really motor on this painting. I do. I'm going to go get a palette knife for mixing my paints. I'll be right back. It's so nice when the air conditioner is not running. The fan on our furnace and air conditioner, the fan is just so loud. Move these over, make room for this. Okay, I'm ready. So what is the temperature like where you live? Tell me where you live, and then tell me your temperature. Ooh, that's a nice red right there. Nice deep burgundy. Look at this color. So I mixed a red with a brown. So whenever I want to tone down a bright color, because as you all know, I'm not into bright colors, I can appreciate them. It's just not my style. Um, you tone things down with earth tones, and brown is the perfect way to do that. Look at that beautiful burgundy. You have finished Gather, Land That I Love, and Newcastle. Oh my gosh, Deborah, are you kidding me? Wow. That's right, you're in Nashville. I just got back from Nashville. Went to the CMA Fest with a lot of people say my high school friends, but we actually, 3 out of the 4 I met in 6th grade, and then one of them, 3 out of the 4. Okay, I'm one of the 4. 2 out of the 3 I met in 6th grade, and one of them I met in kindergarten. Upper 90s. It's not upper 90s here, but it's 90s, and it's just that doggone humidity. It's miserable out. So I am very blessed to be in the air conditioning today. Iowa in the 90s. Yeah, I think it's a heat wave. You know, my husband brought to my attention the flooding that's going on in Yellowstone. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I saw a bunch of videos about it this morning. Wow, Yellowstone is closed down, and they showed a road that was just as it was going around, you know, the mountains and all that parts of it just gone, just washed away. Houses that were by the river, just the earth just gives away with all that rushing water, and the houses were falling into the river and floating away. I'm like, holy cow, I just can't even imagine. So my heart goes out to all those guys. Jeez. Yeah, we just went there last fall. So, the rivers are so beautiful, but they are also so powerful. And I've been gone. I haven't been paying attention to what's going on in the world because, I was in Nashville with my friends going to concerts every night. So I just had no idea that they were getting that much rain and what they were dealing with. It's crazy, isn't it? I can't wait to get this painting done because I haven't completed an acrylic painting in a while, and I missed that whole crackle, sanding, aging process. It's just I'm looking forward to doing that part. And yes, these paints are still viable. They have been in this Stay Wet palette for a very, very long time, and I'm so impressed by that. So these paints I'm using, they're called Arteza paints. The brand is Arteza. They're or Arteza. I don't really know exactly how to say it. I guess I should find that out. But anyway, it's a set of 14 acrylic colors. This is the premium set, it says. It's a really nice set. Everything in here that you would need to make pretty much any color, Oh, right here on the top shows all the colors that are inside. Titanium white, Mars black, lemon yellow, yellow ochre, scarlet red, crimson red, phthalo blue, ultramarine blue, phthalo green, pale green, burnt sienna, burnt umber, silver, and gold. What else do you need besides titanium buff? I really do like these paints. Yeah, so they sent me this for free to try out on my channel and give a review. So my goal was, before my husband had the idea of going to the beach, my goal was originally today I wanted to just finish this painting. I probably wouldn't have stayed on the live that long, but I was, after the live video for Which Paint Wednesday, I was then going to just work on it till it's done and do some, you know, overhead recording as I was painting so that I can get that video done to review these paints, because they've been waiting for me to do that for a while now. So hopefully maybe later, maybe tomorrow. I don't think we're going to have the grandkids tomorrow, so maybe I can work on it some tomorrow and finish it up this weekend, because I really need to get that review video done for them. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Let me try something different with the angle of my camera here, or my phone. Let's try that. Might cut off part of my head, but that's okay. You use them too, Terry? That's awesome. Yeah, I really like them. They're a little bit plasticky, I have to admit, but, and when I say plasticky, I mean there's a shine to them. Oh, I forgot that's wet. There's a shine to them, and that doesn't bother me because of my finishing process. I put a matte varnish on anyways, so it's gonna take care of any shine that's going on. I think I prefer a more dull matted look, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna do that at the end anyways, so it's all good. Oh, furnace is coming on. Our furnace, air conditioner. Lord have mercy. So yeah, the trip to Kristen's was absolutely amazing. Went to the CMA Fest every night. We'd leave around 6 and we'd tailgate till about 8 and go in and just, we lucked out on the weather. We had no rain whatsoever, and it was not insanely hot like it has been in the past when I went with Kristen. It was really hot the last day on Sunday, but other than that, it was like 80s. I mean, it was hot, but it wasn't like stand there and drip and sweat hot. Yeah, the nights, like Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, the temperatures got down. You know, once the sun went down, it was like high 60s, low 70s, and it was just perfection. Terry, what other paints have you used of theirs? I know they have those fluid paints. Do you happen to do any of that acrylic pouring? I bought all the stuff, and it wasn't their paints. I had bought all the stuff to do acrylic pouring before I had even heard of this company that I'm, using right now. That acrylic pouring interests me. Like, it looks like so much fun. And I have all the stuff to do it, but yet I don't, because I don't have the time. And I think time is so fleeting and so hard to manage when you want to do things for fun that aren't necessarily something that needs to be done for your business. it's hard to find time to play. You know what I mean? Because there's so many things that need to be done and get done that I feel guilty when I take time to play in my art. Just going in and adding a little bit of detail on these little buntings. I was going to try to make them look more like real buntings, like they had folds in them, but if I did that, I really would have to repaint them entirely because I didn't paint them with folds in them, so I'm just going to kind of put some highlights and some darks in there. I want so bad to take my dog to that beach. She loves swimming, and I've seen people take their dogs to the beach at this particular beach we're going to. I think she'd be okay. Plus, it's a weekday. You know what I mean? It's not the weekend, so it's not going to be as busy. But the problem is, like, what if it didn't work out and then we'd have to leave because I can't leave her in the car. It's too stinking hot. Yeah, I don't know. I love seeing my dog play in the water. I just love it. No, we're just going over to Lexington. It's just north, maybe half an hour to 45 minutes north of Port Huron. So the way we go, instead of going like, we can get on 69 and go straight to Port Huron, and it's like an hour and 10 minutes or something. But we take back roads, and we can be to Lexington in like 45 minutes. And it's a small little town. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's really nice, and they have a public beach, and then they have one that's private, but it has a narrow swath of it is public, and that's where we go. So it's not as busy, and it should be nice and empty there today. I don't know, maybe not. If kids are out of school, which what mid-June, who's to say? Kids in Michigan are getting out of school right about this time, so. Ooh, 93 in North Alabama feels like 105. Woohoo! That's hot. Did you have fun on your trip? Yes, we did. We had a blast. Terry, I just got your 5-inch charm pack, the latest one, Halloween. I had to hide it so my husband doesn't see it, and he got the credit card bill. I said, don't know anything about it. Oh, oh my gosh. You're so funny. Oh my goodness. I don't mean to get anyone in trouble. Woo, Teresa. Hi, everyone from Houston, Texas, where we're in the 90s. I would think it'd be even hotter in Texas than 90s. Yeah, we're in the 90s too. I think we're all in the same boat. It's just flipping hot. Oh, it's just hot. My dog's snoring, and it's just the cutest thing ever. Argentina. The light blue on the dark does create the texture of folds for, I think, so whoever has enough time. Play is important, but don't do enough of that either. I bet most of us don't. Exactly. Yep. It is hard to find time to do all the things you want to do. Well, I have to say, thank goodness for Whatcha Paint Wednesday, or who knows what I'd get done as far as painting goes. I mean, this keeps me going, you know. At least I've got a couple hours dedicated a week to painting. I had this grandiose idea, and it's a really good idea if I would just implement it. Okay, so you know, when you're starting a business or you're trying to, no, basically that's kind of what I'm getting at. If you're trying to start a business, okay, but you have a full time job, like you can't afford to quit your job to start this new business. But in order to build that new business, you have to work on it a little bit every day, right? After your real job. So I thought, well, you know, my real job really is the needlework business. That's what pays the bills. That's what, you know, I'm busy doing most of my days, all day. So, what if I worked 8 hours a day on my needlework business, 8 to 9 hours a day, and then work another 2 to 3 hours a day painting? And, you know, like I don't know, trying to psych myself out or something. Like, you know, I just know how I am though. If I'm in the middle of a project, I just would feel too guilty stopping to go play with my paints if I have something I need to get done, type of thing. Which right now I have a lot to do. And so um, I've got to get what I've been working on. I worked on while I was in Nashville at Kristen's house. Plus, I've been working on it since I got home. Is, you know, the Snug Harbor Crafts Stitch West is coming up in October, and I'm designing the piece, and I got to get it, you know, stitched. And so I really need to get that out. A ton of my model stitchers that do, you know, the beautiful large samplers for me, a lot of them, you know, I haven't gotten them anything in a month or two. So, and I've got tons of ideas and things started, but I just need to get them finished. And once I get a bunch of stuff out there being stitched, then I feel like I can like, take a breather. Um, so yeah, I just right now, and then Needlework Expo comes up the last week of August. Well, I know it's only mid-June, but the last week of August will be here in a blink of an eye, because you know how summer is. Summer goes by so stinking fast. So I got to start working on, you know, prepping for that and getting things fully finished and getting the patterns ready for Kevin to stuff. And yeah, so there's just never a time really during the year where I can rest on my laurels and say, you know, I don't have any deadlines type of thing. That just there's always something going on, which I'm grateful for, and I'm super thankful for that. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying there's not a lot of play time in there for painting. So was anyone here last time? It wasn't last week because I was out of town, but the week before when I did Witch Paint Wednesday. Were you here, Carol? Did anybody notice I was painting that eagle all white? And eagles aren't all white, like the wings and the legs should have been brown. Did anybody? I don't think anybody noticed it because nobody said anything, but I could see where maybe you noticed it, but you didn't want to say anything because you thought, well, that's probably what she wanted to do, or she wouldn't be doing it. I don't know. I'm just curious. I think it's hilarious, but I love it that way. I might just have to keep it that way because it's folk art and I can, right? So Terry, what are you going to make with the 5-inch charm pack of Halloween Whimsy? Halloween Whimsy. I love how that sounds. Halloween Whimsy. The funny part is, I actually, one of the witches in Halloween Whimsy I had it stitched before I even knew I was going to be designing Halloween fabric. I had it stitched and I called it Whimsy Halloween. Whimsy Halloween. And that doesn't roll off the tongue like Halloween Whimsy. Halloween Whimsy. So I need to go in and rename that chart so that it rolls off the tongue. You did, Sharon. That's so funny. I would have got a kick out of it. I never get offended by anyone saying, hey, why are you painting those? I think it would have been funny. You're so funny. But like I said, I really like it like this, and I might keep it like that now. I don't know. I'll know more once I get more of the house. Like, okay, so here's the deal. If I put a nice warm color, like if I do this house a mustard color with the dark brown roof, I probably will change that back to brown so that I have this cohesive warm color running through it. But if I do like a white house with a navy roof and I keep everything red, white, and blue, then I'll leave the brown out. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to y'all? So I'm leaving it the way it is just to see how I do the rest of the painting. Yeah, I cracked up at that. I didn't even notice it until I think it was the next day. I went to move the painting out of the way and moved it off the table, and I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, what is up with my eagle? What was I thinking? Something wake you up, Teeny? I didn't hear anything. Happy mistakes, right? I don't know anyone who says that. I just realized I forgot to paint those colors. Happy little accidents. I don't know if any of you watch my CreateTube videos, but once in a while I will watch like part of my video and fast forward, like watch it on my TV and watch it, part of it, fast forward, watch part of it, fast forward. Because I like to check once in a while to see if the quality's good, to make sure the volume is good. Because I watch some FlosTube videos and their volume, I'll have to have it on 100 in order to hear them. And then a commercial will come on or their video ends with music and it's blaring. And so I really work on trying to have the volume good. And of course we all want a clear picture. We're spending this time making these videos, you know. So I was checking out CreateTube, my last CreateTube video on my television. And the part where I'm going through the flower shop, the nursery, was so blurry. And then I think it was shortly after that, Athena and Bubba were swimming in the pond. And again, so blurry. So I was like, what is going on? So I probably spent a good 3 hours yesterday researching all that, making changes to, like opening the video back up in Final Cut Pro and then saving it different ways. And then I uploaded that a total of 4 times now. So I uploaded it 2 other times yesterday, and again, blurry. So I deleted them right away. And then the last one I did, it was late. Like it's midnight. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to upload this and let it go all night and see what happens. So I uploaded it or saved it from Final Cut Pro instead of, I usually just do 720p. I don't know what that stands for, but anyway, I saved it as 4K, which is actually even better than like 1080 high definition. So anyway, I just wanted to see what would happen. Well, of course, the file's bigger, so it takes longer to upload. And that was like at midnight last night. I went to bed. I got up this morning, and I haven't checked it in the last probably 3 hours, but it was uploaded, and I have it set at private, so I haven't launched it yet because I just want to wait and see what's happening because it's still processing the HD. So it's uploaded. I made it private so I could review it. I'm going to have to do that from now on, is upload my file, preview it before I actually make it public, because that's embarrassing. And so here's the thing, like if people that don't have a clue anything about my work or anything stumble upon my channel and they go to watch my video and they see it super blurry, they're not going to come back. You know what I mean? So I worked so much on that yesterday. That's the kind of stuff that ticks me off, is spending time researching stuff. And so anyway, we will see. We shall see. I mean, at least, oh yeah, because the video I have up there right now, the highest quality it will go to is 360. It won't even go to 720. 720 is decent. 1080 is better. And then that 4K is like the best. I couldn't get it to go because it goes 360 to 480 to 720 to 1080. Those are, and 1080 is really good. But it was stuck on 360 and it didn't even give me any other options to enhance it or to change the quality of the video. I was really upset. I'm just like, no, I don't know. It frustrates me, all that technological stuff. Hi, Dee from Arizona. So once I upload them, I'm probably going to just have to delete them because they're huge files. They're like 4 gigs. Another thing I did yesterday is I finally opened up and launched my new laptop that I've had since March. I was thinking I bought it in December. Well, what happened is we did buy it in December because, well, we had to order it in December. Well, they didn't charge our card until they could ship it, which was actually in March. We got it. I want to say it was going to arrive while we were in Nashville for the show, for the market. And we had them ship it when we got back. So I've had it since March, and I just took the time to fire it up. So I downloaded Max Stitch to it, and I got to get Photoshop loaded on it and stuff like that. So I'm excited that I have a new laptop to work on. So have you watched any new floss tubers? I know there's a lot of people joining right now, it seems like. Has anybody watched anyone new that you like really love their channel? It's funny because when I'm gone a week and then I get home, there's so many of my favorites that have made a new video, and it's really hard to get caught up unless you're just sitting and stitching for hours, or I can watch it when I'm designing, which I have been watching. But like I have to, when I was trying to research why my video was so blurry, like I can't have stuff playing when I'm concentrating on that stuff. Oh, and StitchCon. That's right. StitchCon happened last week. And then again, Donna's here. Hi. A cool day in South Dakota. No kidding. What's your temp like? Linen and Scraps. Yes, I've been watching them. I like theirs. Yes, yes, yes. Donna is here. She has a floss tube. Live from the She Shack. Yeah. And she just made a new video. Matter of fact, I meant to comment on your video, Donna. It was so good. Your projects are absolutely incredible and so inspiring. And I love all of the Kathy Barrick. God, I can picture her face. I couldn't think of her name. All the Kathy Barrick and Marty Barrick patterns that you showed. I love it because you showed a lot I had never seen before. So that was really fun. Oh, 72 is amazing. On your way up to 105 on Saturday. Oh. It's fun when you, you know, find a floss tube channel that maybe you has been around, but you just found them, or someone that's new that you really like. It's fun. It's funny because so Donna and I met at Farm Girl Gathering the fall of 2020. And I didn't know she had a floss tube until I was actually, so I met her in 2020 and then we hung out again 2021 in the fall at the Farm Girl Gathering. And then this past spring, she was there and we really got to know each other at this past spring one. And then I got home and I forget how I even found out that she had a floss tube channel, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So I binged watched all hers. I forget how many she has, 6 or 7 of them. And so cool. Very cool that you live by that river, Missouri River. And I have family in Missouri, so I'm fond of Missouri for sure. So yeah, go check out her floss tube, guys. Are you at work, Donna? I'm being nosy. Jeepers. Missed your question above. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, am I leaving the eagle with the white feathers? I'm debating. I don't know. I'm going to leave it white for now. I was mentioning earlier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of the painting down here, because if I decide not to have any browns or mustard colors, you know, warm colors, I might leave the eagle that way and just have it all red, white, and blue. If I do add a yellow house. Maybe I'll do a mustard house or something like that. If I'm going to add warm colors in down here, I probably will change it back to brown. So I'm just waiting to do this, and then I will go back if I decide. Oh, you're reading. Oh, reading some, gotcha. Reading some boring technical information. That's so funny that you said that, because I was just telling them that my last Create Tube, because you commented on it, Donna, so you probably noticed the horrible quality of my video. And I was, telling them that once in a while I'd like to go back and look at my videos and just make sure that the sound is good and the video's clear and everything. And that last video was terrible. It was so blurry. So I spent a few hours yesterday trying to figure out why. And I've uploaded that video 4 times now. But I think I might have it figured out. So later today, well, I'm going to the beach, so it'll be tonight. If the last one I uploaded is high quality, high definition, then I can delete the original and then have the latest one I uploaded. Yeah, it was, I don't like that kind of stuff, having to research all that, but how else am I going to do it? I have to spend the time to learn and teach myself these things. Definitely not my favorite thing to do, but that's why I do what I'm doing. Like, that's how I got started in business. I didn't know what I was doing. I just did the research, did the work, and it just, kept guiding me along. All right. I'll show you a little of what I've been doing. Getting there on that top part, those little stars around his head, I need to paint those right now. Thank you, Terry. My mom and Jerry were supposed to come next week, but unfortunately, because of the gas prices, they decided to wait it out and see if the prices go down. So I'm very sad about that. I was looking forward to having them here. Thank you. I know I'm spoiled to have this studio. I am aware how spoiled I am to have this studio. For sure. I feel like when I'm mixing paint, I love mixing it with the palette knife because I feel like I'm making frosting, like for a cake or something. I love how it feels. It's so creamy. What you doing for Father's Day? Well, hanging out with the family, hopefully. Um, we're kind of waiting to see what happens. My friend was, while we were in Tennessee, came down with COVID. So for 5 days, Kevin's been sleeping in a different room, and we eat at one end of the bar and the one's at the other end of the bar. Like, we've been keeping our distance as much as possible, you know. And so 5 days will be Friday, so I'll know by then if I'm going to get it or not, which I don't think I'm going to. I feel like if I was going to get it, I'd have it by now because we were together, you know, all weekend and stuff. So I'm pretty confident everything's going to be fine, but just taking precautions. I am loving this painting. Anything Americana, of course. What are y'all doing for Father's Day? You hosting the family or? Uh-oh. Chat disconnected. Wonder why. What's happening? Yeah, I can't. Hold on. Let me just refresh my screen. I can't see. And I can't read that far away. D said, anyone? I can't read it. Anyone else thinking, oh, that paint color looks like DMC or an overdyed? That's funny. I do that to my husband. Like, we'll be in a parking lot and I'm like, oh, that truck, I like the color of that truck. It's like, you know, DMC, and I'll give him a number. It just rolls his eyes at me. Oh my gosh. Isn't that funny? I think that's hilarious. Whoo, baby, I'm having a hot flash. All right. I don't know what is going on with my laptop, but I probably need to reset the internet. Hold on. Oh my gosh. It's so hot right now. Yeah, the internet thing's red, so. Teeny weeny little. I'm just going to try to read them from here. We are driving to Louisville to see our oldest son. Oh, nice. Very nice. Wish I could spend it with my dad. Let's just be honest, right? I don't think that feeling will ever go away, which is fine. It shouldn't. missing someone is a big part of life, right? This one looks like, is it 3033? DMC 3033? It's like a taupey color. My dad died in I can't see it. 1986. My dad passed in 2014. So it feels a little fresh to me still. Yeah, I haven't checked the temperature for this weekend. I hope it's not this blasted hot. I hope it gets cooler. Actually, I think my husband said, because I said he wanted to go to the beach, and I'm like, well, can't we wait and do that Sunday? And actually, to be honest, I forgot it was Father's Day Sunday, so we went to the beach anyway because the kids will come over. But anyway, and he's like, well, it's only going to be in the 70s on Sunday, which I am all for that. That's my sweet spot, 70s. I'm working on the letters now, right here. Let's see if the internet's reset. Oh yeah, I started talking about StitchCon. I loved seeing all the posts on Instagram, all the stories. It looked like so much fun. And then they got this weekend as well. I mean, I can only imagine how exhausted Pam, Steph, Barb, everyone that does both weekends, works both weekends. I can only imagine how exhausted they are when it's over. Tons of fun. Oh my gosh, how exciting. There's just not enough hours in the day to do everything you want. I mean, there's so many retreats going on all summer long. But that is one I would like to do eventually, maybe next year. I don't know. It would be fun. It just seems overwhelming. There's so many people there. Yeah, my internet. See, so I use my cell service. I have a cell phone booster down here. So when I go live, I use my cell service. And then last night I went live in Patreon and I forgot to turn off my Wi-Fi on my phone, so it was using Wi-Fi. And of course, I looked at the video this morning and it was so blurry and jumpy, like I'd freeze and then it was terrible. But at least when it does that, at least the audio is good, because if they couldn't have, well, of course, if they couldn't hear me, they probably would have said something and I would have started over or something. But actually, with StreamYard, I can go out I could have went out and I could have shut off my Wi-Fi and came back into the same video. It just would have, the screen would have went black for, you know, just while I was gone. So it's actually doable with StreamYard. Hold on, I gotta get close to see these. Especially during the holidays. Heading to my 40-year class reunion on Friday. On Saturday, there's a parade for the Trail Days event, so we'll be driving with my dad in the parade. Oh, Donna, that's fun. That sounds amazing. Sounds like a good weekend. We actually have a concert Saturday, going to see Steely Dan, Kevin, Kyle, Ryan, and myself, at Pine Knob, which is an outdoor venue, and we have center row, like maybe the back of the first section. I mean, like super close. I've seen Steely Dan. I think this will be my third time, but I've never seen them that close up. And I'm stoked. And Ryan loves Steely Dan so much, and he's never seen them, so he is so excited. So yeah, we're doing that Saturday. I cannot wait. So yeah, and then Sunday I'm gonna guess that the boys and Bree and Eric and the grandkids will be here. So good times. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go because I told Kevin I'd be up to the house around 2, so I'm gonna have to clean my brushes and stuff so we can hit the road for the beach. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are watching this video, which I think is a big fat 0. But anyways, if you are celebrating Father's Day with your husband and children or your father, have an amazing weekend, and we will see you back here next Wednesday. I plan on being here. I don't see any reason I won't be, so I will see you next Wednesday. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.